Today I'll be presenting important information to best prepare you for the production of Hairspray. The play takes place in 1962, so I'll be providing you with historical information about the 60s. I will be discussing the Buddy Dean Show. The Buddy Dean Show was a popular dance show that aired live on a Baltimore television station in the 60s. The show's dancers featured young local white teens who became overnight idols in their community. The information in this section is important to the cast and crew of Hairspray because the play's plot is loosely based on the Buddy Dean Show. In the movie, the show is called The Corny Collins Show. What we need to know about the Buddy Dean Show is the dancers, the teenagers, had very strict rules to follow. There was a committee of students who kept tabs on everyone's actions. For example, students were expected to dress a certain way, girls in dresses and boys in sports coats. They wore the fashionable, expensive, trendy clothes of their time. Also, dancers on the show were not allowed to smoke cigarettes or kiss with the tongue. They had to appear to be, quote unquote, the nicest kids in town, which is also the opening number in the Corny Collins Show in Hairspray. The Buddy Dean Show was controversial. It aired race music, meaning that black musicians could come on and play their music, and the kids would dance to it, which was a form of a rebellious act, shaking and moving and dancing quickly with a partner. Something that wasn't controversial at the time was the fact that local white teenagers got to dance on the show 6 days a week, and the black teenagers were only allowed to dance 1 day a week. This was their example of separate but equal. Integrationists were not happy with this. They wanted to see black kids dancing with white kids and having the same opportunities. So they not only protested and picketed the show, but decided on August 12, 1963, to storm the station and integrate the dancing live on television. Ultimately, it caused a huge backlash. Adults were appalled. The studio received death threats and bomb threats and ultimately called the cancellation of the show. A major difference between the real-life Buddy Dean Show and the world of Hairspray and the Corny Collins Show is at the end of the movie, the production company decides to keep the show integrated. So unfortunately, in real life, this is not what happened. Overall, I learned a lot about the 1960s during this project. I learned that separate but equal did not in fact mean equal rights for everyone, and that it was important for young teens to speak out and fight for injustices like the civil rights movement in order to make change. We still have a long way to go, but it had been a really good start.